Hello and welcome to this episode. Today we look at the different types of chi-square tests, the hypothesis we test under each, and when to use which type of chi-square correctly. If you want to know how to choose the right statistical analysis for your test, consider looking at our previous video on how to choose the right statistical test for your analysis. The link is on your screen and there is also a link in the description below. So let's get started. So there are 4 different types of chi-square tests. The first one is the chi-square goodness of fit test, which tests whether the frequency distribution of a categorical variable is different from your expected or the hypothesized value. Next, we have the chi-square test for independence. This one tests whether 2 categorical variables are related to each other. It also compares the observed and the expected. Next, we also have a chi-square for trend, which is similar to the chi-square test for independence, but it is used when the predictor or the independent categorical variable is an ordinal variable. And lastly, we have the Mantel-Haenszel Chi-Square Test, which is used to assess whether another third categorical variable influences the relationship between 2 categorical variables. Let us look into the details of each of these. For a chi-square goodness of fit test, consider a hypothetical example of a class of students where there are equal number of males and females. For any random sample of students that you pick, you would expect to have equal number of males and equal number of females. You go to this class and you randomly pick 4 students. You would expect to have 50% of this sample to be males and 50% to be females. And it turns out, yes, you have 2 males and 2 females, which is 50-50%. These are called frequency distribution tables. So the question we are asking ourselves, are the observed and expected proportions similar? So the null hypothesis we are testing here is that the observed proportions are similar to expected proportions, whereas the alternative is the observed proportions are not similar to the expected proportions. Let us look at another scenario. If out of your 4 randomly selected students, you had 3 males and 1 female, having 75% males and 25% females, which is different from what you would have expected in this class to have equal proportions of 50% males and 50% females. So the question still remains, are the observed and expected proportions the same? And here clearly the answer is no. So we would say the differences are statistically significant. And for us to make that conclusion, we need to have a p-value which tells us the probability of getting a difference as big as this or even bigger if the null was true. So next we look at the chi-square test for independence. Considering our sample of the randomly selected 4 students, if we also have their performance, we want to look at to summarize our data based on gender and performance. So we shall create a cross tabulation to see gender on one side, the males and females, and then the performance. We want to see among the males how many passed, how many failed, and among the females how many passed, how many failed. And we shall do that for the observed and also the expected. This frequency distribution table involving a cross tabulation is what we call a contingence table. And the null hypothesis we are testing here is there is no relationship between the 2 categorical variables. In other words, gender and performance are independent of each other. However, the alternative says there is a relationship between the 2 categorical variables. Either males perform better than females or females perform better than males. That's what the alternative is suggesting. So that's the chi-square test for independence. We have the chi-square test for trend. Another type of chi-square test is the chi-square test for trend. And here we use an example of education as an ordinal variable. ordinal in a sense that there is some order in the responses of that variable. We would expect that if the same examination is given to these 4 students having different levels of education, maybe those of secondary and tertiary would perform better than those of primary. We shall also have the observed cross tabulations and then the expected frequency. Sorry, this is expected frequency. And the hypothesis that we are testing here is that the values of the outcome variable is the same for all the categories of the ordinal variable. In other words, the value of performance, the performance of individual is the same for the different levels of education. You don't expect performance to depend on whether someone is in primary, secondary, or tertiary. That's what we are testing here. And the alternative says the values of the outcome, our performance, may not be the same for all the categories of this ordinal variable. Lastly, we look at the Mantel-Haenszel Chi-Square, which we are having 3 categorical variables, and we want to see, first of all, does gender influence performance? Just like we saw previously. However, here we have another 3rd variable where we think that maybe being in private or government school may influence the relationship between the gender of the student and the performance. So first we shall group our students according to the school. We shall have a group which we shall call stratum or called stratum into the strata of private and that of government. Then we assess the relationship between gender and performance among those students in private schools, and we also assess the relationship between gender and performance among the students in government schools. So we have the null hypothesis stating that individual stratum odds ratios are all equal to 1, whereas the alternative tells us at least one stratum specific odds ratio is different from 1. What we mean here is that if we categorize our data based on school, and we have the privates this side and governments this side, we would expect if we calculate odds ratios here to be equal to the odds ratios this side. If one group has higher odds than the other, it means that this variable type of school influences the relationship between 2 categorical variables. So in this episode, we've looked at the different types of chi-square tests, the hypothesis we test under each of them, and then when to use each of the chi-square tests. So in the next video, we look at how to run these different types of chi-squares. Consider liking and subscribing to our channel so that you do not miss out any of our episodes. See you in the next video.